control. By a well-placed grenade, you can send a sniper rifle or a rocket your way without having to leave your position.
I want to quickly point out that these are the finals for the Cobbyt Evolve tournament. Kaiser and Cobbyt on red side.
There are so many cool mechanics in this game. So you'll see the timer in the bottom right. Every minute, items will be spawning overshield camo. Camo is in a much easier to grab spot than overshield though, so you're not going to see too much overshield. It's at the very top of the map unless they grenade it down. But the camo, if you pick it up and then shoot immediately, the camo activates faster. That's why you see them always shooting one extra time. Right there, you see him shoot the assault rifle as he grabbed the new camo that spawned at the 4-minute mark.
That's so interesting. He left his pistol on the ground to keep the AR in the back pocket, because when you shoot the AR, your camouflage activates just a little bit faster than when you shoot the pistol. Right
there, he stopped for a moment to get his teammate to spawn with him at the top of the map. They want to control this high side because it's very powerful in this mode. And you can also grab the rockets from underneath. There's a lot of tricks when it comes to grabbing the rockets through surfaces. So we see a trade breakout. He's going to look for the random spawn here, I think, because he doesn't want his teammate to spawn down here. But in 15 seconds, another camo spawns. It spawns where this top player is right now. Wow. I think top screen is Kaiser.
That was a great job by Cobbyt on the bottom there. He got that random. He stayed still, let the players drop out. The power of the random spawn is that it is truly 100% random. You don't know what the spawn is going to be, so you can catch players in unsuspecting areas because of that.
There are Halo 1 spawn system wants to spawn you with your teammate as much as possible, but yes, there's a heat map on every map to have you force your teammate to get a random spawn. So if a player is in a bad position on the map for their teammate overall, then they would rather not spawn their teammate there. Then they'll choose to stand in a spot that forces the random spawn. As we see the long-range rocket come out, that's not going to connect.
And so far, I mean, we've seen a lot of action so far, but Kaiser and Cobbyt, for those that aren't familiar with the Halo 1 scene, are incredible players, right? I mean, Kaiser in particular, he seems to run the gauntlet in Halo 1. I think you're a lot more familiar with his game than I am, but one of the interesting things about him is he's one of the few players from Colombia. Colombia has a really strong Halo scene.
Yes.
And, well, representing for his country out here on the main stage at Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, and he's on a running riot with a double kill. He's about to get this new camo as well as spawned 10 seconds ago. Shoots, gets the quick camo. These new rockets are up as well, deciding not to go for those just yet, but camo just so strong in this game. But yeah, Kaiser, can't say enough about this guy. I mean, even the Ogre twins, who are still some of the best Halo 1 players in the world, talk about how Kaiser could be the best. I got to shout out Legend Pimps and Patch, who have won probably more Halo 1 tournaments, if I'm not mistaken, but they all put respect on Kaiser's name as he is on that level.
Well, that was a shred and a half. Cross map from both lanes, able to get that player down, and spawn checking those nades, looking for anyone.
Look at this. He's waiting for the next camo this camo to run out so he can automatically reactivate it. Sees his player, he's going to hunt him down. I don't think he actually got that camo before his other one ran out, but he doesn't care because the 7-minute camo is spawning here. He'll take that instead.
Yes.
I want to quickly point out, because the chat is, Kaiser has a lot of fans in the chat.
Yeah? He's a streamer.
And I noticed there's a lot of Spanish in this chat suddenly.
Hola, amigos.
So I looked him up. He's from Colombia.
Yeah, we just said that.
You said it. You said it, Tools. But you know what? Sometimes I just get tired of listening to Tools. And,
we all do.
And I just have to, like, you know, look at Tony, have a conversation.
I believe, yeah, Martin, I didn't know much about Cobbyt, but I think Martin told me that Cobbyt also a player for Colombia, so two Colombians.
Well, shout out to the Latin American peeps in the chat saying, hola, ¿qué pasa?
This game is not even close, by the way. I think it's 43-21. That's a 22nd kill now for Mack and Jordy. And I know Kaiser had gotten 42 last time. You can tell because when it says you killed, there's a parenthesis that says, see, you killed Cobbyt, parentheses 23. 23 is their team score, in case you're not familiar with watching Halo 1.
One of the interesting things about what we're watching right now is this isn't true Halo 1 in the way that you played it back in the day. You'll notice that timer at the bottom right. That's something that's not usually in the game. The Halo 1 community went and basically soft modded these Xboxes to play the modified version of Halo 1 that adds that timer to help teams keep track of the power weapons and power-ups that would come up. You watch players like Ogre 1, Ogre 2 play online. A lot of times, because a lot of instances of the game doesn't have that modification, they'll put timers on their web browser where it'll say sniper in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That way they can keep track. Because really, Halo 1's a big exercise in power weapon control.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it reigns supreme.
Yeah, back in the day, people would use egg timers, which I think were on a 1 minute.
I thought he was going to grab that camouflage. So if you grab camouflage there, you could jump up on the pillar and then grab the rockets from under the bridge. I thought we were going to see something fancy for a second.
Yeah, I think they only need 1 kill, though, so this game is about to end. Mack and Jordy just trying to prolong their lives, but Kaiser, maybe it's 1 more now. Kaiser too strong, and Cobbyt 26, Kaiser 24. And Darling is just a bot in the lobby as the host, I believe, so none of these players have hosts. But wow, dominant performance in game 1. Hang'em High can get out of control if one team has control of camo rockets. That little pocket, so important. Multiple power items to control. Let's see if in game 2, Mack and Jordy can get into a rhythm, because this is a very snowbally game. You can spawn kill your opponents relentlessly if you can start getting every power up and really run over your opposition.
They're going to fly their way right into game 2 right away. As they spawn in, here we go, moving into the streets of damnation.
We're going to watch a overshield trick here. Oftentimes players will grab this overshield, nade themselves to nade jump up into this rocket pit. That was you see him nade jump, and he's going to grab these rockets here, go up this ladder. So this game also had ladders, which never really existed in any other. Now he's going to use this rocket to nade the camo down to himself, becoming the juggernaut. So he got the camo, rockets, and overshield in one fell swoop.
The only way that could have been more Halo 1 is if you went up the ladder backwards.
Right.
that's about the only thing he could have done. That's master control of understanding the mechanics of Halo 1 and getting them to getting all those power weapons and power-ups into his hands. Damnation, obviously those rockets are going to play a big impact, but also the sniper that spawns over in that pocket right there on the bridge. Next camo's up. He's just going to wait and grab it in just a couple seconds.
He's looking around to see if they're going to nade the camo down. Usually players will start setting up a camo nade as camo is coming up. There's probably 5 or 6 locations you can look at this. He's going to line up the camo nade right here to try to get the camo to fall off of that walkway. Now he's expecting his opposition to maybe walk out. Looks like he messed up the nade the first time. He's going to go for it again.
I was about to say, I was almost surprised at how confident he was at lining up that nade. For me, when I was learning how to play these Halo 1 2v2s, the biggest skill gap to me was how long it takes to line up a nade. Like having that intrinsic knowledge of the lineup is a big benefit.
This portal area really strong, but it's also kind of predictable for you to go through it if that team sees you go into the red room. This room right here,
9,
very difficult
8,
to survive in.
7, 6.
It's like a powerful position because it has a sight line on the
3,
portal, but it's also very easy to die in here.
2 minutes.
Don't expect them to stay here too long. New items just spawned as you heard that beep sound. And it looks like the overshield not going to be... So there's another sniper that spawns where he's nading right now. And I think he's taking... Yeah, wow. Okay, that was crazy that he can stand in the center of this, and it didn't even look like he lined that up. He just naded it perfectly to himself. For whatever reason, the weapons in this game and the explosions, they will launch it completely across the map.
One thing you'll notice, though, the pistol most times going to be better than the sniper rifle in Halo 1.
Yes.
The sniper is it's more of a utility weapon than it is a power weapon, and Halo 1 treats it that way as well. You'll see that sniper, I believe it spawns every 30 seconds on Damnation.
Yeah, it's very fast. Also, you saw right there, it looked like he was aiming at the corner instead of the player. That's because he knew the player would only spawn in that one spot. He sees his opponent is standing somewhere. He knows that his opponent will spawn in the spot right next to him. So oftentimes these players with the sniper will just use it to spawn kill the other player if they know where they're going to spawn.
One thing that's so fascinating about Kaiser and Cobbyt that we don't see from other teams usually, I mean, is how much they value this AR. The camouflage is constant for this team having in their hands. They love to have that AR in the back pocket to get fast camos away, understanding that any bit of camouflage is going to be a huge advantage in your gunfights.
Yeah, I think in this modded version of Halo 1, they've also made the pistol shoot perfectly accurate instead of having a bloom.
Yeah, so it blooms full auto, right? But it doesn't bloom not full auto?
Yes. Well, at max speed, I think in this version of the game that they're playing, if I'm not mistaken, it is significantly reduced bloom, but still like some bloom.
Honestly, that's the biggest, like, it's great that that's in the game because that's like the biggest pain for anyone playing. And you see he got the rocket camo combination. That was a nifty little trick on the bottom of the screen.
There's also fall damage in this game. So he fell from a great distance, but he crouched at the bottom of his fall, which, oh my God, he hits the double frag bounce. So your momentum.
That's so hard.
That is so hard to do. Your momentum that you gain is almost multiplied if you're able to do it against or with multiple grenades. Right here, he's throwing grenades at the next set of spawners, or like the more likely spawn points. There's just so many tricks. Like to cast this is so difficult if you don't know what's going on.
Snipers just flying into the air, dude. This game, all great snipe shots. He knows that spawn perfectly. He's going to be able to get the double kill because of it. One thing you notice, he reloaded that sniper rifle, then put it in his back pocket. You double tap your reload button, you throw it in your backpack, you get a backpack reload, works with any weapon in the game. So oftentimes you always have a weapon ready, which helps increase the pace of how Halo 1 plays. You always have a weapon hot.
Right there, he once again naded the camo down to himself intentionally so that he could grab this new overshield. He's doing two.
He burned his overshield off to get another nade bounce on his next overshield.
These guys are so incredible at this game. The meta has evolved so much in this. And it just looks like a totally different game if you haven't been paying attention to competitive Halo 1.
30 seconds left.
They have mastered this game. And what's really interesting too, sometimes they'll intentionally leave the second player alive in order to spawn kill the new player. But after they get a clean 2 dead, they're nading some of the most common spawn points so that they can get spawn kills. Like right here, we see him nading because it's possible that his opponent spawned in that corner. Now that they don't, they're reducing. It's kind of like deductive reasoning, right? They didn't spawn here. There's only so many other places they could spawn. As we see, Mack and Jordy, that was a nice quick scope there.
I'd argue to say that was a no-scope, and let me tell you what, no-scoping in Halo 1, that's a true art. That is not an easy thing. Shotgun in the back pocket, a little interesting. You don't normally see this combination. Any reasoning for this one, Eli, with the sniper shotgun combo?
I think maybe it will take out an overshield a little bit faster than the pistol would.
You used it perfectly for that case.
Yep.
I mean, overshield down, and now you got the T2 combo.
Yeah, rockets, overshield, camo, top of the map, like just stacking power up because they spawn so frequently, and there's multiples of them around the map. So
it really is like a ballet of just controlling the sandbox.
Yes.
You know, people like to talk about how Halo Infinite's just a sandbox simulator. No, you go back to the Halo 1 days. I mean, we haven't seen a guy not camouflage, I think, for a solid 2-3 minutes there.
It's actually insane to watch. New camo's about to spawn in 3 seconds. Let's see, he's going to time this rocket. Yeah, the other player's going for it, and he knew they would be going for it. Hits the rocket as the camo's spawning. Not sure if that player burned the camo. Most likely they did. The new, they were not in position to contest the overshield though, which spawns at the same time. So what's cool about this game too is it's very predictable. Every minute or every 30 seconds is when the items spawn. Overshield and camo are spawning at the same time. So without these grenade tricks, it's pretty difficult to secure both at the same time. So if you can't get one, you try to get the other.
It was a bit interesting there that they positioned themselves for the camouflage rather than the overshield, because camo is notorious for being easier to get to other places on the map. The overshield's really going to be stuck on that outside, and then you use nades to get yourself out of the outside into the inside part of the map.
Yes. Okay, this is looking really bad for Kaiser and Cobbyt actually, because they're trapped in this red room. Probably the worst part of the map to get trapped in, and if you get into a staggered spawn, there are not enough random. I think you can actually stand on the ramp there to force a random. If I'm not mistaken. New rockets are up though.
Right, folks, when we use the term random referring to the spawn points, in this game, you have squad spawning. You will always spawn on your teammate unless you're in certain positions on the map. Depending on where you're standing, it gives you a percentage chance of getting a true random spawn. There's a few spots on each map where you have 100% chance of a random spawn. So you spawn. So when your teammate's down, you can stand in specific spots on the map to let your teammate spawn in a completely random area.
30 seconds.
Here we go. He's predicting the portal. You can see how much these guys have played. They know the timings of when these players should show up in different parts of the map. And yes, this was played to 50 kills because of how fast-paced you can see these games will go. With so many items to play for, you have to be moving non-stop and controlling and cycling through these positions. It's a little bit of a standstill for now, but at the 9-minute mark, you can expect hell to break loose.
Yeah, look, the overshield's gonna come up.
Perfect timing. He got sniped as he grabbed it. You're invulnerable for the entire duration of the overshield charging.
Yeah, that's another aspect of this game that's so interesting is you almost don't want to do damage to someone that's going to get an overshield, because the more shields they're down, the longer that invincibility of that player is going to last. You almost want to be one shot when you're grabbing that overshield so you can maximize the length of it. And that's why you see a lot of these nade jumps are dual purpose, right? It's not only just to get you to another point, but it's also to prolong that invincibility.
Yeah, because the animation of the bars filling up one by one. So we see Mack and Jordy looking a lot better this game. I haven't been keeping track of the score. It feels like they are in the lead here. Yeah, the sniper, you have to lead just a little bit. The hitbox is pretty small. They're also playing split screen.
3, 2, 1.
By the way, if you guys want to catch the action of Halo 2, that's still on the Puckett stream for now. Someone's losing it. Wait, did they tie at the 15? But as 15 minutes, okay, they activated sudden death. That's crazy.
Wow. Okay, sorry.
That's why the main stage is.
Folks, we had to turn around and watch Halo 2 for a second there.
This is insane. If you guys are not here, you need to make it to the next one of these. This is
give us the sideline report, please.
Oh my God, I stood up for a second and I got a chance to catch the wildest. So the score was 3-2. It's a CTF, right? Xanada has the lead 3-2. Final Instinct is carrying the flag to try to tie 3-3, and they have less than 5 seconds to score to tie and go into overtime, and a lot of wild things happened. But let's just keep it short and say they did it. They tied it with less than 5 seconds. I think less than 3 seconds. They're in overtime right now, 3-3.
Just too much amazing Halo happening in one room right now. I cannot handle this as we see another overshield grab at the 11-minute mark.
Man, it's so impressive to see how perfect they are executing a lot of these skill jumps.
I love playing with these guys. I had the pleasure of playing with Dino Mike. Shout out to Dino Mike. If he's in chat, he's probably loving what he's watching right now. But I got to play twos with him. He's one of the better Halo 1 players. And what
is he lining up here?
He's lining up.
What?
So the walking through a portal resets your aimer. I don't know why he was looking up before he walked through, to be honest. But he waited for that player to be there to hit the shot as he went through.
Is he low-key just styling? Like he just wanted to show off her stream or what?
I don't know. I don't know what the purpose of the looking up part was. But yeah, playing with a player that knows how to control everything is so fun because he's just like, yeah, here's a sniper. Here you go, rockets are up. I got the overshield.
He's like stand here, I'm going to need you a sniper real fast.
Yeah, like he knows I can shoot straight, but I don't know how to like perfectly time and rotate around the map. So he just does all the hard stuff for me and lets me kill everything, and it is so much fun.
Dude,
that was disgusting.
My God. Yo, he's gonna get the next one too.
He's pre-aiming. He's pre-aiming the next spawn point, maybe potentially.
No, not lucky enough to get the spawn. But
didn't guess it.
That was one of the grossest things I've seen.
Oh my God! All right, Kai. Pay attention to the next kill here to see the score. I feel like this has got to be coming down to the end here shortly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of time. They have such a substantial
48
lead.
For Kaiser and Cobbyt. Only 2 more to end it. There's the 49th. There's the 50th, just like that. And wow, I was not keeping great track of the score because I thought that was a lot closer than it was. 50-29, spectacular Kaiser and Cobbyt looking to close this one out in 3-0 fashion. Kind of what I expected, though. When Legend and Patch are not here, Kaiser is going to dominate.
I mean, it was really like kind of montage-esque the way that they were playing that game, especially at the end. Dude, that was one of the grossest plays I think I've ever seen in Halo 1.
It's the quick scope headshot.
Yeah, that was you know, it looks clean. It's just like really, really hard to execute. What do you pulled off over there? Halo 1, definitely a special game to watch. One of the few games that you'll see, I mean, I guess the only Halo game that you see where the preferred method to play is split screen.
Yeah.
You know, they don't like to play full screen because it messes with your FOV. They like to have this long, wide FOV to play with.
Okay, chill out. This is a very difficult map. If you go against a team that knows how to control the map and items, and you don't, you will lose 50 to 10 in many cases.
I have definitely lost a lot of 50 to 10s on this map.
Yeah.
I would say I probably lost I think I lost like a 50 to 3 one time.
This is brutal. You have no chance if you are not timing things.
It's not even timing. It's like the nades. It's so easy to manipulate the spawn, like the weapon spawns on this one. Like the nades, you have multiple nades that send places, multiple weapons, multiple places. Then also you have an overshield that spawns right where you see this top player. He's waiting for that timer to come up in 10 seconds. He'll grab that first overshield. That rocket should be enough to help him secure it.
Yeah, let's see. Where did he get his teammate to spawn, though? That's the question. He's going to dive on it. Yes,
Perfect.
He didn't care that those nades were there. Knew that he had to dive for it.
You shouldn't even throw those nades in the first place unless you know those nades are going to blow up in time to get that kill.
I think the point of those grenades was to move the overshield.
He's going to try to move it out?
Yeah, he's trying to move it away from them in that case.
Interesting.
But this room right here in particular, if you're just in here at all, I'm pretty sure your teammate will spawn with you always. There might be like certain corners that I'm not aware of.
AKA don't be in here.
Yeah, you do not want to be there. New camo. Camo spawns in this room, but somebody else already has it. Sniper also spawns in this room.
There are a couple of unique jumps that you can do in the hallway behind this player on the bottom of your screen.
Through the window?
Yeah, through the window. That's I'm curious whether we see anyone because that's the one where I knew how to do it. I could never execute it. It is unbelievably hard.
Yeah, people talk about advanced movement in new games. Like, please practice some of these jumps. When your Spartan does not have as many options, like, it's actually a lot harder to pull off some of these trick jumps.
Wow, I want to see someone. Ooh.
He went for it, goes through the portal last second. By the way, there's
one thing you're seeing there. We're seeing him punch, throw a nade punch to get the animations out.
The BYB double melee. Got to be careful not to hit yourself with your own grenade when you do that. And I think Final Instinct's doing something crazy on the main stage. Crazy. Speaking of crazy got a double kill. Crazy.
They were close to getting that fourth flag they needed to end the game.
Alex got her headset on to give us that.
Do you guys want me to cast this? Dorby is carrying the flag through middle, doing the risky jump. He's passing Camel right now. Couldn't they take him down? Can they stop him is the question.
Are they going to a game 5?
This might be a game 5.
This is like this feels like a
game 5.
This is crazy, man.
This feels like a melee tournament where there's like crazy shit going on everywhere.
It's constant, man.
We got guys like stunting over on the Halo 1 stage. We got like one of the craziest Halo 2 matches happening on the main stage. This is true Halo passion.
Okay, it looks like Kaiser and Cobbyt in the lead here. We're going to a game 5 on Halo 2. That's on twitch.tv/Puckit if you guys want to follow Halo 2. We're going to switch to the grand finals after this. Wanted to highlight some of this insane Halo 1 gameplay. I'm so glad that we were able to do this.
Check out some of this Halo 1 play. I mean, especially, you know, Kaiser's like an infamous member of the Halo community, right? It's like, if you play Halo 1, you know of him. If you don't, well, it's like you probably don't know much about him, but he is like truly the GOAT at this point in time. This guy's like, if he signs up, he usually wins.
Yeah, I mean, you run into this guy in MCC doubles playlist, like, good luck, buddy. Like, look at that, setting up the spawn trap, but misses the shot, expecting the player to go through. That portal in that room leads to that room up and to the left. So now you see him pre-aiming and throwing that nade there. New rockets are coming up. He's going to wait for this nade toss to get the rockets off of that spawn point.
Is it right to get it through the door? No, it's usually going to it goes down to the bottom.
He successfully got it to here. Sometimes you just get 3-shotted by the pistol so fast that you can't even shoot the rocket.
This would be an example of a good time to go for the window jump. That player above is blocking it, but It's like the only real way to get to this player without them expecting it. That's a dangerous port.
That was a huge rocket, though. Okay, that player must have had overshield to tank that rocket.
Oh, wait, no, he didn't get the top player got. I was like,
accidentally team nades there. That was tragic. Enemies spawning here, and I think he knows they're going to keep spawning here. Yeah, so he's just throwing the nades. That was beautiful out of whoever's on this top screen. I think it's Mack. I think this is Mack 1881, by the way, former Halo 2 pro. Can't imagine who else it would be.
It's crazy. It's crazy to go pro in Halo being 120-something years old at the release.
Not sure what the 1881 stood for in his gamer tag, but he. This is the first time I've seen him since probably 2007. It's been so cool to see a Sony Legendz showing up here. Look at this pre-aim on the spawn point. Even fired the shot confident that it was going to be there. So there's some portal tricks that happen in this game as well. He's just pre-nading that portal for now, but if you're standing on the portal when your opponent tries to go through it, your screen will start to turn white. If you stand on it too long, the portal will actually kill you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you can, but like if you start to go through the portal and then they step off of it, they can actually just backsmack you. So there's weird kind of rock, paper, scissors on the portal. But the player blocking the portal has the advantage in that situation.
It's so funny how much sniper there is in Halo 1. Cause
it's just constant.
Yeah, because it spawns every 30 seconds. And that's one thing about Halo 1. You know, Halo 2 dynamic spawns on the weapons. It's like they start to spawn up when they go away. It's just it's a constant timer. Static spawns in Halo 1. So rockets are up every minute. It's like,
yeah, so is overshield though. So what's really interesting about this map in particular is like where the overshield and the rockets are placed, it's almost impossible to get both. Unless or for one player to get both. But one team could be waiting. Wow,
whoa.
That was a disgusting no-scope. Just knew that player was going to be there. Also knew this player would have spawned underneath. Expected him to know the next spawn as well.
Do it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Please, by the way, follow Kaiser on Twitter. I believe it's Kaiser Ramirez. He posted like basically a Killtrocity in doubles, just perfectly manipulating spawns on some of the best players in the world. He's just constantly clipping people doing insane stuff in this game.
Do you think he's better at Halo relative to like how good Michael Jordan is at basketball? Like Michael Jackson, I mean not Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan's like basketball skill. Like if it was translated into Halo, does Kaiser?
I mean, probably,
in Halo 1, does Kaiser have more talent?
His level of control is just mind-boggling.
It truly is insane. It's a shame. Like he didn't compete back in the day in them like that circuit because he was in Colombia, right?
Yeah, it's probably hard for him to get here back then. And he's younger too. I don't think he's that old.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's literally the definition of being born at the wrong time.
Yeah, he just found a love for the game and became one of the best, if not the best. I know some other Halo 1 heads are in chat probably arguing about who's the best right now, and I forgive me, I'm not at the pulse of current Halo 1 competition, but I know that Kaiser is top 5 at least, I would guess.
This is like, it's not like close, but it's not like a huge blowout at the moment. I believe it's like 31 to like 37, 38 right now. Let's see, we move over, we can see what the
plasma rifle coming out. Okay. 42 for Kaiser and Cobbyt.
I believe the other team's at 31 right now, so 10 kill lead. That's cool. He skipped the overshow closer to him.
Yeah, look at this position right here.
Oh no.
Kaiser with rocket overshield.
See, now his teammate should spawn here, right?
Well, he killed him too fast, so now it's a random.
Yeah, see, he had an overshield. He could have waited.
Yeah.
Would have been kind of neat to watch. See that play out in action.
He'll do that sometimes.
I just see him
reload.
But
his teammate's positioning here in this hallway is just completely like negating the other half of the map that the other team could be on. Hits the double no scope as well.
Yeah.
Look at this, pre-aiming the other spot for the other spawn point. New overshield is about to be up. This will be really interesting to see how Kaiser plays it. He gets the rocket kill. He's going to nade the overshield a little bit closer to himself. I think that was the point of that. He's waiting to grab it here. Both his opponents were dead, had no danger to die. Pre-rocketing that spawn point just in case.
There's 2 more kills to go. Now, yeah, the
nade, though, should get the kill from the grave.
It's always a fun thing about Halo 1 is like if you do the button combo to make it so you can punch faster, you automatically just leave a nade behind. So it's like a little martyrdom effect there. But
sometimes you'll double melee, get the kill, and then kill yourself on accident. So double-edged sword. Okay, Kaiser trying to line up this last one. Okay.
Says, come through. I dare you.
Yeah. Level of control. This is the first time I've seen Cobbyt, and he is very impressive as well.
Yeah, dude, they look like D Wade and LeBron. Like,
yeah, I mean this is like Ogre 1, Ogre 2 type stuff right here, man. So congrats to Kaiser and Cobbyt who hit the 3.